You know, it would have been great if it wasn't Johnny Ace that got this spot. If it was his replacement for the sheep herders, if it was Jack Victory marrying the Bella's mother.
Oh wow, that would be even better.
Jack Victory. First off, anyone who deserves to marry the Bella's mother, Jack Victory.
Just for all the stuff he did in ECW with Carino.
Right. For all of that, for basically just... He was literally like the guy you asked if you just needed somebody to go in and do like a run-in, or you put him under a mask really quickly for a match. Jack Victory is Charlie Hustle of the wrestling world, and if anyone deserves to fuck to fuck the Bella's mother, Jack Victory does.
I just love Jack Victory when he was. Somebody mentioned this the other night about in Ring of Honor. The guy who's tormenting Steve Carino with his son in Ring of Honor. I can't think of his name at the moment. They're part of the Decade.
Oh, B.J. Whitmer?
Yeah. Apparently he's in a wheelchair or something, and somebody said, it would be great if he's like Jack Victory, where he's wheeled out on a wheelchair, he walks down the stairs, and then he gets back into the wheelchair to roll up the ramp.
That would be great.
I completely forgot that Victory used to do that. He would be in because he would always be getting beat up by New Jack or whoever, so he'd be in a wheelchair half the time. But he would always wheel himself up the wheelchair. He would come down the ramp, he would get out of the wheelchair, they would have to pass the wheelchair back down, and then he would get back into the wheelchair. It was just great stuff.
I'm a guy who's fucking crippled here. What the hell do you want from me?
That guy could take an ass kicking.
Yeah. Jack Victory was one of the best. And should be fucking the Bella's mother. And hell, he can have one of the Bellas, too. I don't mind. Maybe Nikki on one of her off days. She needs to get away from John for a while.
This would make a great spin-off to Total Divas if that ever happened. The Bryan and Bree show, and Bryan's trying to get Bree to live farm life and a natural hippie type of life, and their wacky family with stepdad Johnny.
With stepdad John, how come you guys don't have cable in here? What do you mean we have to go live in a treehouse?
I went to the bathroom and there was no running water. What's going on here? That actually happened the other night. The family, Bree's family showed up to visit, and Daniel Bryan turned all the water off in the house, in the bathroom and everything, because he was trying to do natural composting.
Awesome.
So, anyone who had to use the bathroom, use it.
That sounds like Bryan.
I'm using my own poop here for natural resources.
Bryan, I saw this sign outside. It says, "Flush once for tinkle, don't flush for poo-poo." Okay.
Hey, Bryan, where's this have to go? Is this going to the garden or the recycling shed? I don't know.
Bryan, I found another sign outside the bathroom. If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. What does that mean, Bryan? Are you saying I don't know how to piss correctly? Are you saying my dick is lopsided? Actually, it was Bree. Actually, it was Bree that put that sign up. She has a problem with me sometimes spraying it all over.
Oh God. You knew Daniel Bryan back in the day. Was he really this much of a hippie back then?
Yes. He was a hippie, but he would play video games. So, I mean, you can fucking hate that.
I still don't. I understand wanting to be natural and all, but how can you turn the water off to the toilets? I can understand collecting rainwater and all that stuff, but
maybe he didn't turn off all the water in the toilets. Maybe because he isn't working, he hasn't been wrestling lately. He can't work, and they shut the water off.
So it's not some wild composting thing. It's just a bill.
No, see, Bree's check goes to the cable bill and the internet, and his. I mean, you can only collect so much on unemployment, I guess.
No, actually, Daniel Bryan's supposed to. He's gone to a world-renowned neurosurgeon or whatever for his head, and they say he's perfectly fine to wrestle.
I already knew he was crazy.
He's perfectly fine to wrestle, but the WWE refuses to clear him. What does it come to when the WWE doctor thinks he knows more than somebody who has a better degree than him? Oh, wait. Maybe we shouldn't go into this part because that's what CM Punk's getting sued for.
Is Punk's lawsuit still going?
As far as I know, yes. It's not. They haven't done anything in a while, but as far as I know, yeah, they're still doing all that adventure investigation, whatever the hell if I know. I don't know. It's just a long-winded way to get a settlement.
I can't see why they don't just say yes to the settlement.
I don't see why the doctors. I understand the doctors probably personally suing them because the WWE doesn't want to sue them. So this is just they're like, look, you sue them, we'll cover the costs. It's that sort of thing. It has to be, but it's just a joke. It's a parody. I mean, okay, so CM Punk possibly almost died from a massive staph infection, you know, and he was making fun of it. He was making light of it. That's what you do when you almost die. I mean, have you ever watched Family Guy? Half the episode, a whole bunch of episodes, Seth MacFarlane has done every 9/11 joke he's done because he was almost on 9/11 when it happened. It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, but to be fair, everybody was almost at 9/11.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I missed it by a few hours. Oh well.
See.
If I had afternoon classes that day, would have been a fun day for me. But that's for another podcast.
That's for a different podcast when we fucking pick on Pole.
For who? Oh. I'm still trying to figure out 4chan.
It's nothing but a cesspool of hive and villainy.
That's the one thing I don't get. It's called /B for random. Why not just call it /RAM or something for random? That's what I never got.
Because /RAM is a porn board.
Of course it is.
Well, there's two of them. There's one that's a porn board, and there's another /RAM, which is a Rage Against the Machine board. Has nothing to do with the band.
We hate bulls on parade.